Hey guys, Technomentary with a video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the iPhone 13 Pro Sierra Blue. This is a unique color and this is why we're doing this unboxing. We pre-ordered this phone on the 17th and today's the 24th and it was available today for us to pick up from the Apple store. And also in this video, we're going to do a quick comparison with the iPhone 12 Pro here, just so you guys can see the difference between these two phones and do a quick comparison if you have that version or currently using it, just so we can see. As you can see here, this came in pretty much the same box as the 12 itself. Hasn't changed much in terms of the depth. The only thing you change is you see these camera of the Pro. Before, the design was slightly different. That's probably the only noticeable difference in terms of the box. We're gonna unbox both of them in a second, but let's start to look closely at this one. As you can see here, the blue is all across the board, and that's the same with whatever color you get. You'll see the print being blue, and then the square small box starting with the iPhone 12. Apple has really reduced the footprints in terms of what's being offered now. And the other noticeable thing about the packaging of the 13 lineup is there's no plastic anymore. If you remember when we did the iPhone 12 unboxing, there used to be a plastic film that's completely removed, and now you have this strip up top here. So we're gonna have to go ahead and take this. This is sort of Apple's way to try to reduce the footprints of plastic being utilized, and in general just being eco-friendly. And in terms of eco-friendly, pretty much removing some things from the actual packaging itself. So let's go ahead and start taking it unboxed. So it looks like you need two hands. Oh, okay, so there's one at the bottom. So if you haven't done, you're gonna have to do two of them. Didn't realize there was one at the bottom, but so yeah, two taps to pull, and once you pull that, there you go. And right off the bat, here's the biggest thing right off the bat, if you guys have not noticed, is these triple camera lenses. They're really bulky and just really stands out. And even on the 12 will show you, this one's like, they're massive. So that's one of the big things we notice here. Of course, a 5G antenna, starting with, again, the iPhone 12. This is not something new. 5G coming on, and the body of the phone hasn't really changed, because if you remember, this is supposed to be 12S is sometimes being rumored. 13, we didn't even realize Apple was gonna be releasing this one, but it did release it, and there's a lot of features that come with it. Again, not really a ton of great features, but we're gonna discuss those features as well. So that's gonna be the phone here, and then the box here. Again, just the USB-C type charger cable here, no wall adapter. So that's extra that you have to buy if you want that 20-watt one. And then the SIM ejector tool, and then the sticker and the pamphlet. So those are nothing new from what we've seen from the iPhone 12 box lineup. And if we take a look at the 12 here really quick, you'll notice same exact thing on the 12 here. Pretty much identical box. You can almost say that they reused the same box here, just with slightly different design. So there we have it for the box. Okay, now let's focus on the 13 here a little bit more. And the first thing we want to do is, of course, take that white plastic off. A little ASMR for you guys. Put that aside here. And we're gonna go ahead and power it on. You'll notice right off the bat here, the top notch, of course, is small. That's one big feature. And we're gonna go ahead and power this device on. And we are powering this device on right now. As you see here, it's being powered on. And it has iOS 15 by default, as iOS 15 was released with the release of iPhone 13. I'm going to select the language. As you can see, if you have the existing one, you're going to be already being able to set it up, but we're not going to do that setup. We're going to keep that aside and select our language. And then you need to get on internet, so we're going to select one of our internet connections here that we have set up. So we're going to go ahead. So this is a demo account that we have set up. Again, the blue here, as you can see, with in terms of just a quick comparison with the iPhone 12 here, not that much has changed. The big noticeable thing that right now you'll notice is the top notch on the 13 Pro just being really smaller. At least if you compare it, small doesn't look as good to me. I think having the bigger one doesn't really make much of a difference, but that's one of the features. Face ID, again, you want to make sure you set up Face ID so you can use it to authenticate and unlock your phone. You can always come back and do that. Again, passcode, make sure you put a passcode in. But again, for our unboxing, none of that stuff we're going to put in. We're simply just trying to get to the home screen, apps and data. So you're going to make sure you're backed up. Most of you will probably back it from your iCloud or through your PC if you backed it up to iTunes, or just simply hold the phone next to it and you can also transfer it that way. Apple ID, make sure you sign in so you can actually start using all of the Apple services, from downloading apps to FaceTime, iMessage, Wallet, and all of that. Or you can create a new one if you don't have an existing account. You can simply come back and do it later. You can hit agree here to terms and condition and simply just continue with all of this. Siri, voice assistant, screen time, phone analytics, all of the basic stuff, which we'll discuss in a later video for anyone that's new to iOS, what all of that means. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And as you can see, we see that there's a new set of wallpaper here. So if you go into wallpaper here on iOS 15, comes with some unique wallpaper here. So the noticeable one is right there, and then these live ones, which are new as well. So that's one new thing. So a couple things about the iPhone 13 Pro here that you want to know. First thing we mentioned when we compare it to the 12 Pro is these lens, and even this notch. You see how big of lens they are. If you look at closely, you notice these lenses are really propped up in terms of the actual device here. But besides that, this is the gold version of it, which you can also get the iPhone 13 Pro in. You can also get it in graphite, silver as well, which we'll do those video review. But another quick look at the phone here. And so what do you get out of the iPhone 13? Well, a couple things with the iPhone 13 Pro. This is the Pro model, so it has the top of the line features. And by top of the line features, what do we mean by that? Well, a couple things there. First thing, it has a 6.1 inch display. This display actually is 128 refresh rate ProMotion. So this is the very first time Apple has done that. Kind of late in the game, but Apple has finally done that. And that's just something you'll notice where it's crisp in terms of refresh rate for just opening up things and sliding things around. And you'll notice that if you use the older generation of phone and you're onto this one, you realize how buttery and crisp it is in terms of being able to scroll up and down without any sort of issue. Even when you're switching between tabs, you notice it's instantaneous and it's just flawless in that design. Other thing to note is the hardware. It comes with A15 Bionic chip, which Apple advertises, again, the fastest chip on any smart device, just lightning years ahead of some of the other smartphones on the market. 6 gig of internal RAM. So that's really powerful when it comes to things like gaming. But that's hasn't been upgraded. It's something to note. Storage wise, we did get the 128 gig one, but this actually comes in multiple configurations, and you're able to get it under 256 gig, 512 gig, and finally, for the very first time, the 1 terabyte one that everyone's been asking. But you're going to be paying a whopping $1,500, $500 more than the $999 tag. The terabyte one is $1,499, of course, plus tax as well. So this is the $999 model at the 128 gig. We wish Apple would have done is made this a 256 gig as a base. That would be pretty much standard to do, but as you know, with Apple, they do not increase the base ever so slightly really quick. It also has a battery of a 3125 mAh battery. So this battery itself is a huge battery. It's going to be one of those all-day batteries Apple advertised. We're going to put that to test and make video for you guys so you guys can also see if that is true or not. So a lot of neat features with the iPhone 13 Pro here that we have discussed, one of the things that we're going to notice is the improvement of camera. Now you have this photographic style that you can choose. Like here, as you can see here, you can choose the ones that you want. If you want to use a standard one, a rich contrast, vibrant, warm, and then cool color. So you can pretty much pick one of the ones that you want to go, and you notice that here when you flip the phone, and you'll notice this feature of being able to zoom at the micro level, which it's going to be a big difference for game, for a lot of photography. It has, of course, the portrait mode here. Now you're able to do it 3 times. You're also able to switch between all of the portrait mode settings and cinematic feature, that is the other video feature that has been released. And this is where Apple, in the commercial, has kind of give us some preview of how this will be, and we're going to do some video recording tests on the cinematic one just so we can take a look at to see how well the cinematic one does hold up. But this is a new video feature of the improved camera. The triple camera themselves are a big upgrade in an area that we think will make a lot of difference when we're looking at the 13 features and product lineup view. Of course, there's tons of other features that come with the iPhone 13 Pro. You're able to get the Max version, which is a 6.7 inch display here. This display here, I think, is the perfect size for smaller hands. We also mentioned that it has 5G. Right now with the 5G, it also has the A15 Bionic chip with the neural engine that we have seen, the triple camera improvement. One thing we do wish that they had the virtual fingerprint touch, but of course that wasn't included. That's pretty much it. There's a little bit of details in terms of the iPhone 12 Pro to 13 that you can really talk about, but the design of the Safari of this Sierra Blue is something we really like, and it's an interesting color. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are thinking of buying iPhone 13 Pro, make sure you guys check out the links in the description section, and we'll be doing tons of video. If you guys already have the phone, the 12 Pro or the 13 Pro, put a comment in the comment section with your initial expression. If you're going to be getting it, anything you have, your thoughts about the 13 Pro, leave it in the comment section, or any video that you guys want us to make, and we'll try to make those videos. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing video for you guys that we bought. As we mentioned, we're going to be doing the unboxing for the other models and color. If you guys have a specific request, leave it in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.